All right, let's jump in. Let's jump in. Get in. No need to do an intro. 1454 numbers. That's my rating. You can see it on the screen if you have eyeballs. And if you don't have eyeballs, then hopefully somebody can write it to you in Braille. I don't know what's going on. We're playing Catan. Here we go. Playing ranked Settlers of Catan on the internet on colonist.io. Move the board over so you guys can see in theory. I'm not going to do any plugs. Let's just look at the board. Let's figure out what we're placing. I see a lot of ore everywhere. Is there a good ore wheat sheep? We don't have a ton of wheat actually. So I'm looking at this 8-10-4 is kind of interesting. There's enough ore. I might be able to get something on the way back here. Like the 5-9, pretty juicy. Is actually a really interesting spot because people are going to need wheat. Although now that we're saying that, the 5-9-10 may just be better. We get decent ore, decent wheat, a little bit of a pop-up going down there. It's not a great spot. Keep an eye out. And this is one where everyone's like, take your time and figure out what's going on, where people are going to place in the back. I'm seeing really low brick is going to be interesting to navigate around, but the good brick isn't on any good spots. We have the 8-3-4, 5-9-10. And the 8-3-4 with the 3 brick just feels bad. 5-9-10 with the 10 wheat feels bad also. I think the 8-10-4 double up the wheat is going to be great. Somebody might go the 8-3, but this is just going to make everyone really slow. I think this is the way to do it. We can get some sort of ore something on the way back and make it work. And this is going to be the only plausible ore wheat sheep. And we have a little bit of ore and we have a little bit of sheep and we can get something on the way back. Honestly, like 8-5 with the wheat port is a great place on the way back. Although I think the 8-5-10 might be taken. 8-4 with the nothing port. We have the 8-3-4. That might be taken also. So maybe that 8's gone. Maybe we have the 6-2. Yeah, okay. So 8-5-10's gone. 5-9-10 should be gone at some point. I don't like pointing up there. It doesn't make sense. We're playing against Keen, Duck, and Percy 10. We're going to get our plugs in later into the game. I'm trying to figure out a little bit more focus into the placements and placing out where people are going to be going. I think 8-3-4 is going to be taken. I think 6-9-3 is going to be taken. I think the 5-9-10 is going to be taken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 more spots to place out. 5-6-11. Very interesting. 6. We got free road up here. 9-10-11. Honestly, like 9-10-4, if that's open for me, depending on what's available. 9-11-4 down to the 9-10-2. Play Orless is kind of interesting. 6-5 is very interesting, assuming the 5-9-10 goes. Yep. 6-9-3, we saw that one. 5-9-10 in 4th is insano. What do you pair with that? I mean, 5-9-10, 8-3-4 is actually really quite strong. You've got all the unique numbers. You've got 6 unique numbers. You've got really high production. Percy 10 in an absolutely bonkers spot with the 8-3-4, 5-9-10 if you choose to take that. It's pretty visible as well. If there's someone who likes to play road, they might not want to take, they might be like, I need the brick. Which is kind of goofy. But the 8-3-4 is gone for sure. Yeah, 5-9-10, take the 8-3-4. Yep, orange in a really strong spot. I need some sort of ore. Honestly, like 6-11-12 to 5-6 is also quite interesting. Everyone hates when I take the 6-11-12. I mean, if 6-5-11 and 5 and the 4-11-9 are open, any of these free roads building up to the ore is actually really interesting for me. 6-11-3, 9-10-11, 9-11-4. All of those are really interesting spots if the 5 is open. I'm trying to figure out where we go if not. I mean, the 5-6 is also just kind of juicy up here, right? We will see what's available. I love the 6-11-12 over to the 5-6. That's kind of, as of what I think is going to be open, that seems pretty good. We're going to get a GL and a heart into chat. I mean, where would you guys place? This is the one channel, well, we'll get our plugs later, but this is the only channel on YouTube that you're actively encouraged to backseat. Go backseat me. Tell me what you would do. Tell me why it's different. Get as nitty gritty as you want. I can take it. I can take as critical feedback. 6-11-3 is gone. Middle of the board wide open. The 5-4-11 is still open, which is kind of crazy. 9-4-11 to 5-6-11 would be like the dream, but there's no way that both of those are open. What does red need? Wheat. What do they take? I mean, we also have this 9-10-2 plow to the 6-2. Can't forget about the 9-10-2 plow to the 6-2. That may be a really strong option. That may be a really, really strong option here. Get down to the 6 or. You guys think about that? Because we're going first. We have the free road. It's unplowable. Yeah, the 5's gone. I think right now 9-10-2 to 6-2. Take a peek. Look at any other options. The 9-4-11's available on the top. This gives us down here. We have access to possibly a 3-1 port, maybe the brick port, maybe something goofy. We can get over to the sheep port. I don't think anything's going to beat this. This is really our best shot of getting ore, and then we can have a pretty strong ore wheat sheep game, actually, especially if we get over to the 5. And somehow Red's predictions are insane, and they have this wheat open. But I think I'm not going to try and do anything too funky. We're just going to give a GL, go in here. We're going to take the 6-2 and give it our best shot. If you're new here, welcome aboard. Click the like button if you are not new. And the goal of this channel is to learn. I'm getting a lot better. We're actually doing quite well this season. I think I have like a 45% win rate. So you can't be too critical of me. Brick for ore. Brick for wood. No, I don't really want to trade. Maybe brick for ore, actually. I'll take a brick for 2. This is gonna put red in a strong spot, but I can't do a 1-for-1 right now because if they get on the wheat, I mean the wheat's not even that good. But yeah, I think getting maybe the ore. No, because they're gonna be overloaded in ore at some point. Might be able to get something juicy for it. And we want to get to the 6-2 as fast as possible. That's our number one goal. And then we need to figure out where our number 2 goal is. Do I have better ore wheat sheep than orange? If I can get to the 6 and it's not blocked, I might. What do we need? We need a 10 and a 4. Okay, waiting for them to DC. Perfect time to get the plugs in. Go back, see, comment. If you do leave a comment, first of all, more critical, the more better. Thank you. And then click like the video. Too many words. Plugs are ruined. We're not doing plugs this episode. We're just going to play and have a fun time and try and win as we do. It doesn't really go that well. But blue not building down here. I think we just need to block the, do I block the ore? I don't think so. I think we block the wheat here coming in. As crazy as that sounds. We're going to steal from orange. I think blocking the wheat is going to be more dangerous than blocking either of these ores because orange and red are going to get on the same area. Blocking the wheat is going to slow everyone down and hurt everyone the most. There's a wheat for me. Great news. I need a shoop. Blue is going kind of crazy. I mean, the ore is insano. All right, we've got our settle. It's actually very, very helpful for us, and we got an ore with it. I mean, look at this. Where's the wheat port? Way over here, not happening. Do we run to the 3-1 port on the 8, or do we try and get to the 3-1 port on the 6 because blue's not really defending it? City for city. Give everyone a city. Can't do 1-for-1. Or do we try and get up to the 4-9-11? Brick. There's a lot of options. It's actually quite open space here. I'm kind of surprised. And blue seems to be playing around the top right of the board for some reason. But yeah, let's make some moves. And I'm trying to think the best way to proceed forward. 4 for 1 or for a brick is kind of crazy. Can we do something like this? Can we do something like that? I want to see if I can get... I might even do this, actually. Because I want to get the city. Okay, so we're gonna try a few different ways to get an or. See if red will add a non-block with this. No. Okay, I think it's worthwhile. I think I'm going to take the city. I'm going to city the 6-2. Getting more ore. No. Yeah, getting more ore is going to be... Where do I city? I think let's take more ore. And then we're going to try and bump to the 8-3 and get our 3-1 port. That's our plan. Blue's going all over the place. A little bit risky placing down there, but that's okay. I don't want to get my bricks stolen from. In a decent spot. Technically, I'm in first. Blocking orange, stealing from me. Okay, doesn't really matter too much, to be honest with you. Perfect news. Smells like a dev card to me. How about a 4? So yeah, 3-1 port's our next goal here. And after that, maybe try and push up to the brick port, but victory point is great. We'll take one. We'll take the point. I don't like them as much as getting some utility, but that's a point that can't be taken away from us. Okay, the brick hurts. Stealing from blue, very interesting. Red's building around. Once they get on the 9, the brick's going to be less valuable, but once they get on the 9, they're not going to need it. Blue is building around crazy. Where are they going to? Unsure. Maybe it's the bot. I guess. They're just zooming around. The 9 hurts. Not great. Potential second city. All right, we got a lot of ore in our hand now. They're still zooming. They're zooming up to the wood port. They're just zooming around. Orange with... Oh, it's another bot. Everyone's disconnected. It's just me versus red. So if that's the case, that's kind of a boring game for the video, but we're going to try and still crush it. Maybe it'll be a fast one. How do I hurt red the most? Unclear. What's our game plan here? Do I build another road or do I get a development card? Or do I do nothing? Maybe we can try this. Seems kind of sketchy. Yeah, they're both bots. So I'm going to actually hold at 7, as crazy as that sounds. Okay, we've got a sheep. I think trading our 4 ore is actually a really bad plan. Everyone's building really fast, not really being trade friendly, but we have another city, which is fine. Oh my god. We have so many cards here. Do we just take the 8-10-4 and just say we're going to outproduce everyone? Everyone's building roads. Orange has got the wood port from blue. I think we're just going to have to city dev card, and if we're doing that, we should definitely dev card first. A knight is great. We're just going to take the city. Don't think about it too much. All right, I'm in a strong spot. 6, 8 with army. 9 and an upgrade, potentially. So, I mean, we're at... If we need to get some dev cards. We need to get some Shupos or get to the 3-1 port. I think the 3-1 port's our best way to get there. How do we hurt orange the most? Honestly, probably their 5 ore. They don't have any sheep either, but I think their 5 ore is going to be... This is kind of our target here. Or is it the 8? I think the 5 because they've got the city down. We'll see. Yeah, I can't do that, sorry. I thought I clicked X already. My bad. Red's 4 for winning so frequently. And they should have been citying or pushing. They don't have any access to a port. So I'm not worried about red. I'm exclusively worried about orange. And we need to get it off this 9, build over to the 8-3. Great. I think I'm just going to put it on the 5. Rob from orange. Wheat is great news. So I think I'm just going to take another development card and try and push for army. And then, awkward as it is, I'm going to 4 for 1 for a road and try and get down to the 3-1 port. But we have army pacing now. All right. We just need a wheat. We have a 2, an 8, or a 10. Gets us the settle on the 3-1. We've got it in hand. Now everything in our being is going to be, get the settle down and then push aggressively for army. So if orange doesn't play a knight, then I think we have the game kind of in the bag here. Chalk that one up to a weird one. Oh, they did play a knight. They stole a wood. Perfect. I'm actually not going to play the knight here because I don't want to 7 out. So I don't want to lose any cards here. So I'm going to roll first. Do this. And then let's steal from orange once again. All right, we got a bunch of wheat. We are the wheat king. Next goal, development cards as best we can. We may lose army pacing, but we can get there back. And that puts us to 9, you know. All right. Bot taking a brick for me. It's fine. Need some 4s. We've lost army pacing. 3s are coming in crazy. Does orange have the 3rd knight is the trick. They probably are if they're pulling. So what's my game plan then? This is going to be a crazy game plan. Check this out. How about just take an open settle spot? Take the open settle spot. We don't have a knight, and we didn't have a possibility of getting there, so let's put some cards down. Hopefully we can fight orange on army, but if not, we can always just upgrade some stuff, you know? Can build around. You might be thinking the brick port's smarter, but if orange builds over there, then we're kind of in an awkward spot. 7s are brutal. 7s are brutal. And they didn't play a knight. Maybe they were doing the same thing I was doing with being cautious. I'm getting smushed here. Getting a little smushed here. So just be very careful. Let them know that red's dangerous and ahead of me. Orange could be at 8. Orange might win with if they get another development card in army. I need a sheep and something. You know what? I think I'm going to actually take the wood. Sheep, I mean, we don't have any 6 rolls. It kind of makes red look maybe possibly scary for orange. We could get to the brick port now, which is actually great news for us. This is 8, possibly 9. We're kind of stuck with the 6 being blocked, but GG. I think that's game. I think orange zoomed in too fast. Yeah, we knew that they had a really strong setup. All right, third, brutal. What the heck? I mean, okay, tied for it with everyone. Let's get one more in. Pretty even. Funky one, but pretty even. What can you do? What can you do?